Hey everyone, thank you so much for being here today. My name is Denise. I'm also known as heywigsister on Instagram and Facebook. Today I'm here to introduce a human hair retailer to you and to do a little education. I have been wanting to do some videos educating on some differences in human hair pieces, but I'm still in the learning phase, so I don't have a lot of human hair wig content out on my channel yet. That will change over the next year. I have been getting a lot of experience. I'm not going to give up on my synthetics. I will still do synthetic reviews and synthetic related content, but I would like to have content for everyone in every phase of their wig wearing journey. So today we're going to talk about this really pretty human hair piece from a company called Emma Hair Piece. They reached out to me and asked if I would be willing to try one of their wigs and give some honest feedback and maybe get the word out to people. So I'm here to do that. I have a lot to share about this. I hope you'll stick around, maybe learn a little bit about human hair wigs, and this is a budget-friendly human hair piece. So if you've been wanting to try human hair, there could be potential here. So just stick around and I'll tell you everything that I know so far. Alright guys, I have a lot to cover in this video, so please bear with me. I'm going to try to be quick, but there's so much to talk about. First of all, Emma Hair Piece is a Chinese company that has been making human hair wigs for 13 years, but up until recently they have sold their wigs to retailers that then sell the wigs to people like the sellers here in the US who sell human hair. So they were the initial, they made the wigs themselves and then they handed them off to other retailers who then made the sales to other retailers who then sold to you. So you can see the chain of events there, and one of the reasons why it can be a lot more cost effective to buy direct from the manufacturer versus maybe 2 or 3 levels removed, and each level has to increase the price to make any kind of profit. So that is where Emma Hair is right now today. They have just started selling to direct to consumer to try to save people money. And so on their website right now as I film this video, this piece retails for $469. And they say it is Chinese Remy human hair. When you purchase this piece from Emma Hair Piece at that discounted price, you will not be getting a pre-customized piece. Sure, they cut it a little bit and it's been colored and they did a really good job on this color, really. But this is very thick. There is so much hair on this piece. One of the things that really surprised me was how much hair is on here compared to what I'm used to, having purchased a number of human hair wigs from US sellers. So a lot of hair, first of all. Second of all, the front is very heavy, so there's not been any sort of face framing or thinning done on the front, and this front hairline is really thick as well. I'll talk about this in a minute. You can just ignore the lifting lace. I'll explain why it's doing that in just a minute, but it's really thick up here. So what you'll get when you pay that premium price is most of that has been done for you. So the only thing really left for you to do when you purchase a human hair wig like that is potentially get it trimmed up to fit your features and your frame. So they will have done some initial cutting, but you may have to do more to have those layers fit your face. In this case, you're getting this at a greatly reduced price compared to that. And you're probably going to have to maybe put out a little bit more money to get it customized. You may have to take it to a stylist to have them thin it, trim it, maybe pluck out the hairline a little bit to make it more realistic. Unless you can do those things. And it could be a great opportunity for you to put a little sweat equity into a wig and get a great price for a human hair. So I have to give this disclaimer. My only experience with Emma Hair Piece at this point is this piece. And I didn't purchase it, they sent it to me. So there is limitation on what I can share with you guys and what I can vouch for when it comes to them. But let me tell you about my interactions with them over the course of the past couple of weeks, which really heartens me and gives me a little bit of confidence. You guys, I get 10 to 20 requests every single week to review products. Lots of them wigs, but not all of them. I do a thorough due diligence process before I will accept a product from a company that I don't know anything about, because I don't want to be used as a tool to scam my wig sisters. If you guys have followed me and you watch my videos, you know my heart on this matter, and I will not mislead you willingly, and I'll try to be smart so I won't do it ignorantly as well. But I cannot 100% vouch for this company. This is my only experience with them. So please keep that in mind if you do decide to purchase. Here's why I'm willing to make this video and put myself out there on behalf of this company. So I got this wig a couple weeks ago. It came really quickly, and they have been so communicative with me about it. Now, I get it. I'm reviewing for them. There is a bit of that in there, but I've given them some feedback, and they have taken immediate action on the feedback I've given them, which is so impressive to me. Let me give you an example. The first things I do to try to figure out if someone's a scam seller is go to their website. If I see any stolen manufacturer pictures, reviewer pictures, I immediately discard that. I will not represent a company that does anything dishonest that I can discover. They had none of that at their website, which was wonderful. In the description of this wig, they put some information that I thought was misleading that I didn't really agree with. Just about the type of hair and things like that. So I reached out to them and wanted to ask some more information. And they were very honest with me and said, you know, we're really new at this. We've never built a website. We've never sold these wigs to customers before. So we don't necessarily know what people need to know. And we also don't necessarily know how to describe things. So I filled them in on some of the things I thought could be better. They fixed it immediately. On their website, it says 0 risk. The hair is guaranteed and they accept returns. But there was nowhere on their website on how to actually return the piece. So I reached out and asked that. Now their return policy is on there. And basically, if you don't like the wig or it doesn't work out for you, they have a warehouse in California and you can send your return to that warehouse. You don't have to ship it back to China and you will get a full refund. That's what their website says. Again, I've never returned anything to them, so I can't vouch for it. But they have been so on top of every piece of feedback I've given them. That really impresses me. And so I really hope that if you decide to buy from them, you'll have a great experience. Now let's talk about this piece. Okay guys, at the end of this video, I am going to tack on all of the collateral video I filmed. So I did an unboxing. I will show you what it looked like coming out of the box. This is the box it came from. It's actually really nice. And it comes with a nice satin wig bag, so you can store your wig in here. Just a good job. And then they also had some eyelashes that they had sent with the wig. Super I also fun. Showed you what it looked like after washing. So I have washed this piece and air dried this piece. I will show you both of those. This wig dries quite frizzy. It's like a wavy frizzy. It doesn't dry sleek and smooth. It dries kind of a wavy frizzy. So this is, unless you want that look because your bio hair looked like that, which I think a lot of people's bio hair does until you take heat to it and, you know, smooth it out. You will be having to take heat to this piece. And something else that I gave feedback on when I was talking with Emma Hairpiece is the size of this cap. So this is listed as a medium cap fitting a 22 to a 22.5 circumference. Well, I have a 22-inch circumference. This cap is really big on me. I do think part of it is the cap construction, which I will show you when I take it off. But it's really big on me. I have a wig grip on, and one of the things I am noticing is that lace, I just cannot get this to lay down flat when I lift the hair up. Part of it's because there's so much hair on here and it's just so densely knotted, but part of it is this cap is just really big on me. If it fit me a little better, I think that that lace would lay flatter when I do that. Now, if I want to wear this hair just like this, and I'm not going to pull it up or style it, you can't see that. And this cap is super comfortable on me because it's really big. But let's take a look at that cap so I can explain why part of the challenge with this type of cap. And this will be part of education if you're not familiar. Look at all that parting space. This is all hand tied, all lace. Look at how far that lace goes, you guys, behind the ear. You have lace all the way down around your ear. That is part of why this cap feels big on me and why it buckles in the front when I don't have it adhered. Because there is no tension. When you get wig caps that have lace, even that just go down to the temple, but then you've got cap next to it, and then you've got your ear tabs. That cap is all connected. It's creating some tension so that lace will lay flatter. This doesn't have any tension. So in exchange for all of this styling flexibility, you will have to adhere this in order to get that lace to lay flat. That is the case for all lace frontals that have lace that go all the way to or past the ears. You do end up having to adhere them if you want to do updos, because anytime you pull the hair, it lifts that lace, because this lace is very flexible. It's not a stiff lace like on ready-to-wear synthetic wigs. It's very flexible. Now, I compared this wig to two of my higher-end pieces that I own. I have a loose wig, and I have a stacked hair wig. This lace is rougher than both of those. It's not super rough. It's not super uncomfortable, but it is a little rougher feeling than the lace on those, and then some of the ready-to-wear human hair. I do not have any issue with this. This is not uncomfortable for me in any but if you are very sensitive to rough lace or lace tops, monofilament, and you have no hair, you may find that this is a little rough for you. You may have to wear a cap or something to protect your skin. But I don't find this excessive. I just wanted to give you all the information, you guys, because I don't know much more about them than what I can share. So all of that lace, you do have to cut the lace. Be prepared to cut all the way around the ear so that it will fit you right. On wigs that come like this, if you've never purchased one like this before, if the lace goes beyond the ear, you have to cut some of that off. It's not made specific to your measurements, so you'll be cutting the lace. Then you may have to actually cut into some of the hair. That's the scariest part with these, to make sure that that sits where it needs to sit. So that's what you have to do with the sides. And then this actually is lace in the back, right there. So potentially you could do high ponies if you've got lace in the back, but you would have to adhere that lace just like in the front. And so you have to cut the lace in the back as well. Other than that, it has a comb. There are no ear tabs. It has a comb where the ear tab would be, and a comb on the other side, and a comb at the nape. You can cut those combs out if you want. They don't bother me, but you can cut them out if you don't want to use them. And then they have hook adjusters, and I have this adjusted all the way in, as tight as I can make it, and this is still really quite large on me, and I have to wear a wig grip with it to keep it secure because it's so big. The benefit of it fitting big on me, it's super comfortable, and it doesn't squeeze me anywhere. That is a benefit. This has a ton of stretch. So honestly, if you have giant head measurements, you might be able to wear this wig because it is so big on me, and that is something I think is hard to find. Now, if you're petite, I would not purchase this piece. I would wait and see if they create a smaller size, and if they appreciate the review that I'm giving you guys today, they might be willing to send me another, and maybe I can test out some other cap sizes to give you guys feedback on that. Let's talk about the density. This is a very full piece. Lots and lots of hair. I think I already mentioned that when I was talking about the need to customize. I need to really stress that there is a lot of hair on this piece. It is not a low density, fine piece like you might see at some of those other human hair retailers in the US, partly because they've already taken care of getting it thinned out and lightened up for you. And so that is something that you'll want to be prepared to do. And then the front is just a little densely knotted. Nothing extreme, but this is just going to need some customization. There's just no two ways about that. It will need to be customized. And if you want to pull out the part on there, you are going to have to maybe pluck it a little bit. You can part it, like I said, this whole top is lace. You can part it anywhere. You can do top knots. And the lace is fairly transparent. I'm finding it to be real similar to my other wigs. I don't have an issue with it at all, so I think it's a really decent color for my skin tone at least. So I curled this wig with a 1.25 inch barrel curling iron, and it did curl fairly nicely. I will tack on some pictures. Maybe I can even stick them somewhere over here while I'm talking about it. It took the curls really nicely, but this is the soft wave that I wound up with after brushing it out, and I did it yesterday, so this is a day old. But the hair feels really nice. It is really soft, really smooth. I'm getting no tangling at all from this hair. It is just a little bit drier feeling than my other wigs were when I first got them, but they also don't dry frizzy like this one. So this, it may just be because the hair type. This is they listed it as Chinese human hair, Chinese Remy human hair. So I would say, you know, it's all different. Human hair comes with different hair types, and each hair type behaves differently and feels different. I think this feels great. I think it has nice movement. I'm not getting tangling. I mean, I've played with this one a lot, you guys, and I don't get any tangling from it. Okay, let's talk about color, and then I can get all those other details tacked onto the end of this, all the other pieces of this video. So, this is a beautiful blonde with highlights. Sort of, it's got blondish lowlights. Let me take it off so that I can talk about it. It's got this beautiful blonde, some gold tones, and then some lowlights in it that I would consider a dark blonde. And then that root is really the same color as those lowlights. So it doesn't feel super rooted. It feels like if you were to get your hair colored and you are a dark blonde, that's the color. And then there's some really nice, super light pieces in here. It's very dynamic. And it's more ashy than warm. And so if you're looking for a really warm blonde, I wouldn't consider this a warm blonde. I would say if you're looking for an ashy blonde with dark blonde lowlights, this could be a great one because you could tone this. You could just use purple shampoo if you wanted it to be even ashier. But it's really nice. I mean, I'm really impressed with the color of this one. I think they did a fantastic job. Now, I don't know if you could lighten this anymore. That is not a question that I asked them. That's a little bit beyond my knowledge ability right now. But for those of you who know, depending on the type of hair color used on a wig, that may limit what you can do to it to recolor it. I don't know the answer to that. If you were thinking of buying one of these, I would just recommend you reach out to their customer service. They have an email available in their website and just ask them about my summary. And I will, it's very cloudy outside, but I'll try to get a little bit of an outside shot of this color for you guys. My summary. I think this is a retailer to look at. I think if you are struggling with the prices of human hair right now, if you just can't stomach spending $1,500, $2,000 or more on a human hair wig, this could be something to consider. If you're willing to put in the sweat equity, the time to get it customized to fit you, this is going to come with more hair than some other human hair wigs that you might purchase. It's going to need some customization. That's really true often about human hair wigs, but I think this one, it's more true because it hasn't had any of those things that are typically done. I do think they did a great job. I love this length. This is 14 inches. It's the only length that this particular piece comes in right now. But I honestly, the only thing, two things, this cap is just fitting me rather big, and I really would need to do a lot of adhering to get this to be able to be styled. And then I just need to do something with the density in the front and, you know, potentially put in some face framing or something. But overall, for less than $500, I would be so happy if I would have purchased this one. I really would be. So kind of take that for what you will. Know that this is maybe going to be one you're going to have to do some work to. But if you're willing to do that for a substantial discount from retail, then it might be worth trying. If I can get any more to review from these guys, I will do my best. If there's something you see on their website that you really want reviewed, send me a message. Let me know that, and I can pass it on to them and see what they think. All right, everybody, let's get outside. Appreciate you guys. I hope this helped someone out there. and I'll talk to you soon.
All right, here we are on a very cloudy day, but in outdoor light. Hopefully you're getting a good look. You can see it's just not a warm yellow blonde at all. You can see the dynamic low lights in there. Okay, everyone, thanks for watching.
All right, I want to show you the out of the box so you can see what it looks like when it got to me. So this is how it came with these curls, which are, you know, because it's been packed in a box, they're not in the best shape. So I would definitely wash it and recurl it. But this is previous to all of that. So you can see it comes with lace that needs to be cut. Very transparent. The hair feels really nice. Very soft. Smooth, silky, easy to brush through. Very easy to brush through. I'm getting just the tiniest bit of shedding. Very tiny, like one strand each time I run my hands through. Yeah, nothing significant on the shedding, which is good. Really comfortable. Now, I have a wig grip on. When I put the cap on, before I put the wig grip on, it felt really loose. But I'll cover all of the fit and everything in my review. So, next step. I am going to cut the lace, wash it, and then we'll see what we got after I do that. I just want to show you what it looks like all washed up. My goal is to show you every step of the way. It still has to dry. I just towel dried it so far, but the hair feels wonderful, just like all my other high quality human hair wigs. It washed up beautifully. And it looks like it might dry with a slight wave to it. I'm gonna do some scrunching and kind of see if maybe it'll dry a little bit wavy. We'll see. So here we go. This is fully air dried. I have not taken any heat to this, and this is what it looks like. So I would describe this as a frizzy wavy. I think potentially if you were to take some product to it, do some scrunching, and maybe use a diffuser, you might be able to get a little more wave out of this one. You can see there's a little bit of wave here and there. The hair kind of feels dry, a little dry. It's not excessively dry. I'm not getting excessive tangles in this at all. Like, I'm really not getting, it's not tangling. I haven't even taken a brush to it. I just wanted to show you guys what it looks like fully dry. One of the things I am noticing is that it's kind of full and poofy. Like, you can feel that there is volume to this. It's almost like the frizziness added volume. Hard to describe. But obviously you've seen how this piece looks styled. I don't have any idea how it's going to style up or curl. That's next for me. But I wanted you to see how this dried so that you would know what to expect.